heart, and I hope to continue to share my journey with you.
Where's it at? Do I have to be in the live house? Oh my gosh. Don't tell me I missed the live house. It says go live. I'm live. Peace and blessings, everybody. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Unity. I want to start off by letting you all know who I am, also what I'm about, what I've built from here. I've only been on Bigo for a year. It'll be a year on the 13th, so it's my year anniversary. I chose to talk about global issues and human rights. And I also want you all to know about the Knowledge Box. That is my platform that I created on my own. Everybody is welcome. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Christian, Jewish, whatever. And I don't care. Everybody is welcome. Everybody has their own knowledge. And that's what I promote. So everybody, like I said, is welcome. I do want to play a song for you all to just kind of get you in the mood. So here we go.
I'm gonna tell you the truth though. Really? I like to read a lot. Books be uplifting me. Words help you see a lot. This book was a gift to me. Chuck D presents this day in rap and hip hop history. It's a reference book. It puts important dates in a list for me. Jamel Shabazz, A Time Before Crack. A photographic history of hip-hop from way, way back. Here's Martha Cooper's hip-hop files, Charlie Ahern, Wild Style, and 50 Cent's 50th Law. I used to read this to my child. Sometimes I look at my library and I smile, because if I can't find it on the shelf, I know it's there in my file. Meanwhile, there's other books with other hooks and outlooks. I like to cook, so I read about cooks. I can't live without books. I like books, I recite books, I even write books a lot. Science of rap, ruminations, gospel of hip-hop. But let me spit a quick list, a book list that's really short. The first book that you should get is really a passport. Travel, that's key, but the books can unlock it. Unlock your mind by reading lines of new topics. Place your optics on books of real black knowledge. Beginning with Carter G. Woodson, I'm paying homage. His book, Miseducation of the Negro, is essential for freeing your mind from the slavery that is mental. Turn up this instrumental. You ain't dealing with an amateur. I'm reading Walter Rodney, How Europe Undeveloped Africa. That's the man to thank, high rank. Let's look at the birth of Black America by Andrew Frank. Take that to the bank. Let me rock again, hip-hop again. Check out Africa, mother of Western civilization by Joseph Ben Yakinen. Check out Black Man of the Nile again by Joseph Yakinen. Civilization or Barbarism by Schenck and Tajop. And then Black Indians by William Loring Katz. Take it back. Anything by Dr. Cornel West, you need to go get that. Michael Eric Dyson, all his books, go get all of that. Henry Louis Gates, PBS, show support for that. I'm like Banneker with the Almanac. Books, I got the tallest stack. The Brooklyn Public Library, yeah, that's where I started at. I read up everything, every book that I could see. While these others went to college, I got my knowledge for free. Philosophy, theology, paleoanthropology, mythology, economy. I study these subjects entirely for free. It was free. You got to see me. It was free. Open your eyes and see. It was free. You got to see. Good things in life are free. Don't waste your money. Let us continue on the menu with these reference books, like the Oxford English Dictionary. For words, it's a better look. It deals with word history, before and after them. But it's funny, in the A section, you can't find the word African. But these books, don't start trashing them, bashing them, harassing them. It just shows accurately the racism to the maximum. Here's American Heritage Dictionary, 4th edition. Here's what it looks like when we look at the definition of Shirley Chisholm. Peep the wisdom and the complication. Shirley Chisholm was the first black woman to seek the Democratic presidential nomination. You talk about breaking new ground, Shirley's profound. But in the American Heritage Dictionary, this is nowhere to be found. This is an American Heritage Dictionary reference. And Shirley Chisholm's run for president doesn't get one sentence. I'm just pointing it out, the scholarship, what it's all about. Don't just read, find out what these authors are all about. I'm free! It was free! You got to see me! It was free! Open your eyes and see! It was free! You got to see! Good things in life are free. Don't waste your money.
So that was just KRS-One. That is his album from 2020, Between the Protests. He does make an album every year. He is a conscious rapper. I listen to him all the time. I do listen to the shit hop too. You do have to have a balance, but I'm going to segue because I don't have that much time and I'm trying to get a lot in. So I'm going to give you 5 books that you definitely need to have. So the first book is here. This is your state constitution. Okay, everybody has one in their own state. This is mine. I'm in Kentucky. So yours is probably going to look different, but this is the actual constitution here. This is the state constitution here. So that's one, the state constitution. Then we have the U.S. Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. That's 2. Well, 3. Then we have the Declaration of Human Rights. That's 4. And then, of course, we have, this is Black's Law Edition 5. I do have Black's Law Edition 4, Valentine's Edition second, Terrorism Law, International Law, and Credit and Collections Law. And I still constantly continue to buy books. And then, of course, last but not least, it should have been first, your passport. This is the first book that you should get. Oh, mirror. I don't even know how to do that on here. I've never mirrored. Okay. Can you see it now? Passport. Got it? Good. Okay. So let's see. So another thing I want to touch on is this. We all need to be free thinkers. Don't follow the sheep. Don't follow the masses. We need to use common sense, critical thinking, and logic. Okay? These are books here. I do have my own community. It's called the Knowledge Box. You can scroll down my page, follow me or whatever, join the community. I do post books in here. I do have a library that I come out of. In the Knowledge Box, we do not deal with feelings and emotions. We do not deal with religion. We only deal with facts because facts can be analyzed, proven, and researched. And that's all that we deal with. Okay, so that's the second point there. Oh, also, I forgot. I'm glad I made notes because I almost didn't make notes. Get you an etymology book. This is the Chambers Dictionary of Etymology. I do have 3 etymology books. This is one of my favorite that I have. Also get you several dictionaries. This is one of the favorite dictionaries that I have right here. The Random House College Revised Edition. It actually has a lot of words in here that you would not expect it to have in here. So make sure you get that. So I've covered that, etymology, dictionaries, and then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next thing about how our people have lost basic civics. You know, basic civics, we were taught that in high school, we were taught that in grade school, etc. But it seems like a lot of people have forgotten that. So therefore, I want to bring it back, you know. So I talk about it all the time. I do have a civics book here. I go through this book here, breaks down the branches of the government, etc., things like that. You do know that the president is basically just a puppet. He's over a U.S. corporation just to control the military. That's it. But I don't know if this one is actually doing that. I don't know. You can make your own decision on that. The governor is the one who has all the power. The governor can do whatever they want to do. They make all the power. They can do what they want to do. So let's move on to the next topic. That's going to be into the Black's Law Dictionary. So the reason why I have this here is, and you see all my tabs. I have several tabs in this, and this isn't the only one I have. So the thing about it is words that you know on a daily basis do not mean the same thing that they mean in this book. So take, for instance, people versus person. I'm just going to tell you that, and it's up to me to plant the seed and you to grow it. So go out and get you a dictionary, Black's Law. I would recommend not going higher than the 5th edition. You can get other editions. The 4th edition is good too, but it will actually explain those different words for you in here. Also, we're going to refer to the Constitution. I know I have a lot of books here. Okay, so in the Constitution here, it does, of course, refer to us as 3/5, of course. It also says we the people, which if you read in the Black's Law Dictionary, it will describe what people versus persons are. This doesn't pertain to us. The Declaration of Independence doesn't pertain to us. But like Carter G. Woodson said, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Carter G. Woodson, but he did write The Miseducation of the Negro, the book I just showed. Even if you do not want to be an attorney, it is always good to know the law of the land. So I suggest that everyone have those books in their possession. So from that, I'm going to segue into the Dred Scott case. I do have the actual full case, the Dred Scott case. It has not been overturned. So I'm just going to read you an excerpt from the case. The descendants of Africans who were imported into this country and sold as slaves, when they shall become emancipated, or who are born of parents who had become free before their birth, are not citizens of a state in the sense in which the word citizen is used. You would need a Black's Law Dictionary in order to understand what they are talking about. It's used in the Constitution of the United States. The enslaved African race was not intended to be included in and formed no part of the people who framed and adopted the Declaration of Independence. When the framers of the Constitution were conferring special rights and privileges upon the citizens of a state in every other part of the Union, it is impossible to believe that these rights and privileges were intended to be extended to the Negro race. Okay, so that's Dred Scott. And I do have the full case from LexisNexis, the lawyer's edition. So then from there, we're going to go into police brutality. That's what everybody hears, police brutality, when they're killing each other, our people in the streets, okay? It's not police brutality, it's domestic terrorism. They are violating our human rights, not our civil rights. There is no such thing as all of that. They've hidden civil rights in this law dictionary under the color of law. So that's why I suggest that you please get a law dictionary so that you can understand these terms. Okay, so therefore, since they've hidden it in there, we know it's in there. They always put stuff in our face, right in our face, and it's up to us to, find the information. But as far as police brutality, I don't say police brutality. I say domestic terrorism. As far as human rights, there are human rights. I do have the Declaration of Human Rights, like I showed you, and I am going to read it. It's not that long. But there are no human rights attorneys in the United States of America. None. If you can find one, I will cash app you $20. You won't find one. You'll find organizations that represent certain entities that may lead you to somebody, but they will not be here because we don't have them. But if you go over to Spain or if you go over to any of these other countries, you will find human rights attorneys. So I want you all to know that. Okay? So then we have, I got through that kind of quick. I didn't think I was going to get that kind of quick. Thank you. I appreciate it. So basically, I was watching a lot of people before, And somebody did mention this book, which I have. I have a whole lot of books, and I'm trying to find it because I had it put up. This book right here. This is another good book to get. The Creature from Jekyll Island. Okay? It breaks down the whole system. The banks have no money. Okay? No money at all. They use us. They use our money to pay other people. So get this book. Like I said, follow me. Join my community. I do post these books in the community so that everybody can get them, because that's what I'm about. I'm about uplifting our people, sharing information with our people, encouraging our people to read, encouraging our people to travel. That's what I'm about. So let's see. I did see something somebody else said. The world is the same today than it was before, but I don't agree with that. The world is not the same. It's the same thing. They've just sugarcoated it. That's basically what it is. So they turned slavery into prisons and education, which is the school to prison pipeline, etc. You know the rest. I mean, it's all, like I said, common sense, critical thinking, and logic. That's all it is. Okay? I have so many books here that I've read, and I've come into this knowledge. It's only been 2 years since I've come into this information that I know. But like Carter G. Woodson said, another quote, I would be doing a disservice to my people and anyone else if I did not pass on the information that I know. So I'm going to end it with this, and then I'm going to play another song for you. So basically, to gain peace within our neighborhoods, because I do not call them communities, because we have no common unity. We need common unity, we need knowledge of self, and we need self-love. So therefore, until we get that, we will not have any unity. There's no point in even doing anything. So I try to get that really fast. I hope I didn't go too fast for you all. I hope you all got it. But make sure you stop by the knowledge box. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you vote for me. I'm not sure how this works. I haven't done a live house in a while. But make sure you stop by. Anybody's welcome. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Everybody has knowledge. Like one of my teachers always told me, I'm a T1. I want you to be a T2. I want you to be better than me. So I don't like titles. I don't do any of that. I'm not like that. So it's all about positivity, things like that. There's no yelling back and forth. You're not going to come into the panel and hear people calling people out of their name. It doesn't go like down like that in my panels. So I'm going to play a song for you, and that should probably end it after this song. If not, I'll talk a little bit more. But if you have any questions, let me know. Well, I'm glad that you know that, Michael. I'm really glad. And thank you for everybody for all the gifts, the taps. I appreciate it. Everybody that's here to support. Thank you very much.
In 1950, the AIDS virus was fed to nearly 300,000 black youth in Africa in the form of an oral polio vaccine by Dr. Hilary Kaprowski, who is currently the director of biovirology at Thomas Jefferson University in Philadelphia. Today, a child dies every minute of HIV/AIDS in sub-Saharan Africa. In the U.S., African Americans represent 49% of all new AIDS cases. The globe holders, the population controllers, the AIDS makers, dark nation depopulators, the Contra trainers, American Nazi bankers, the tower bombers, right-wing Al-Qaeda sponsors, Hitler's accomplice, 9/11 mission accomplished. Free your conscience. In ghettos they killer prophets, the juggernauts, the alphabet cops, the CIA, FBI, the coca crops, imported to local blocks. The 5 years for the black to the month that the cracker got. A powder pot compared to a gram of rock. Got blacks at 50% of the prison pop. The whacking huts, the correction corporations, the international Planned Parenthood Federation, the forced abortion, forced sterilizations, the sons of Satan, Operation Depopulation. From 1924 to 1976, 32 states in the U.S. utilized eugenics programs to depopulate the country of so-called weak breeds who were downbreeding the American population. population. Some 65,000 black youth from public school districts throughout the country were given a biased IQ test. All who failed the test were sterilized against their or their parents' will. The diamond dealers, them choppers and baby killers, the oil drillers, Black Nation resource stealers, the truth concealers, suppression of true guerrillas, Patrice Lumumba, Nkrumah, Lauren Kabila, the people traders, war population enslavers, the black slash brown slash yellow baby creators, the black slash brown slash yellow unity haters, the red slash white slash blue liberty wavers, eugenicists, world imperialists, evolutionists, black womb pollutionists, the euthanizers, third world birth sterilizers, Nazi sympathizers, finances and arms suppliers, the nuke igniters, the world health organizers, the virus writers, smallpox, Ebola splicers, the throne usurpers, the worst death deservers, the devil worship, more power for every murder. A 1996 expose by the San Jose Mercury News documented CIA involvement in a Nicaraguan drug ring which poured thousands of kilos of cocaine into Los Angeles African-American neighborhoods in the 1980s. Drug boss Danilo Blandon, now an informant for the DEA, acknowledged under oath the drugs for weapons deals with the CIA-sponsored Contras. The Club of Rome, World Bank, the Skull and Bones, Allah engraved in the Pope's throne, the camouflage, the right verse left mirage, Bush and Kerry got naked to pleasure in the same lodge. The Reagan years, illuminous presidents, ever since they've been facing the obelisk, the Kabbalists. Harry Potter is not a myth, this ain't on radio, but this that shit. The war on drugs has been a war on poor people, particularly poor urban African-American men and women. It's well documented that police enforcement of the new harsh drug laws have been focused on low-level dealers in communities of color. Arrests of African-Americans have been about 5 times higher than arrests of whites, although whites and African-Americans use drugs at about the same rate. African-Americans have been in prison in numbers even more disproportionate than their relative arrest rates. It is estimated that in 1994, on any given day, 1 out of every 128 U.S. adults was incarcerated, while 1 out of every 17 African-American adult males was incarcerated. The differential in sentencing for powder and crack cocaine is one glaring example of institutionalized racism. About 90% of crack arrests are of African-Americans, while 75% of powder cocaine arrests are of whites. Under federal law, it takes only 5 grams of crack cocaine to trigger a 5-year mandatory minimum sentence, but it takes 500 grams of powder cocaine, 100 times as much, to trigger the same sentence for a white boy.
That's pretty much the end of that song. But that song that's what you call true hip hop. When you're hip to something, you hop out on what you know. And that's what one of my teachers taught me. So hip hop can be anything: art, music, knowledge, etc. So like I said, when you're hip to something, you hop out on what you know. That is true hip hop right there. It's not what we call shit hop, but like I said, I do listen to the shit hop. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I don't, but you have to have a balance. That's all it is. But as far as the knowledge box, I go live every day at 11 a.m. Eastern time. You can book my live. I finally set a time. I did a commitment, and so I do go live every day at 11 a.m. We talk about all different types of things: technology, we talk about race. We talk about the color code caste system. Johann Blumenbach, who created the color code caste system. We talk about Frantz Fanon, who wrote Black Skin, White Mass. I have so many different things that we talk about. Sometimes the topic changes maybe 12 to 15 times during a live. Sometimes I'm live 5 hours, sometimes I'm live 8 hours, sometimes I'm live 10 hours. I don't know. It depends on how the topic goes. But we always talk about everything, and I do allow everybody to get a voice. I don't kick people out of my room. I don't mute people out of my room unless you're disrespectful to me or disrespectful to somebody in the comments or on the panel. Everybody, you never know what they're dealing with. So I don't do that. I've gained a whole lot of followers by acting the way I act. You know, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I really do practice what I preach. I do this shit in real life. So, you know, everybody is welcome there. Like I said, it's 11 a.m. Eastern, the knowledge box. Come over, share the knowledge, because everybody has their own knowledge. Nobody's better than anybody. Nobody's the smartest person in the room. Nobody's none of that. That's why I don't deal with titles. I don't do any of that. So everybody is welcome. And I will follow you all back, So just make sure that you come. I think I got it all in. Do you all have any questions? I have like 5 minutes left. I have 5 minutes left. If you have any questions, I'll answer them. And I didn't even touch a brink of what I wanted to touch. I wanted to say a lot more, but I couldn't. I didn't have time. Thank you, Darko. I appreciate it. Thank you for everybody that gifted me. Please make sure you vote. I don't know how you do it, but there's a box somewhere up here or over there. I don't know. Just make sure you vote for me and follow me and come to the knowledge box so that I can hear what you have to say. Top left. Okay. So up there, right there. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yes, I definitely welcome. I love having new people come. I welcome everybody from, everywhere. I have people that come to my panels from Africa, Brazil, South Korea, England. I mean, any place you can think of, somebody has been at my panel. And even if there is a language barrier, I am able to speak with you in the comments. Thank you, Darko. I appreciate it. I have no problem with that. I don't just kick you out. A lot of people kick you out if you're an ID number. A lot of people kick you out if you can't speak the same language. I don't do that. I don't. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has a right to get their voice out. And I provide a platform to allow that for other people. So I do also have a YouTube. It's called Unity is Essential. I am streaming live on YouTube right now as I am streaming here. So it's Unity is Essential. It's my Bigo ID. It's all one word, all together. And that's the same across the board for every platform that you'll see me on. And like I said, I live this in real life. So you'll see on my platforms what I've been doing. So I actually do put in the work. I just started my own family. Hopefully I get accepted. And if you're interested in joining a family, please reach out to me. We are accepting new people. You have to, have a little bit, use a little bit of common sense. You know what I'm saying? But anybody is welcome, though. Unity is essential. Yes, it's unity is essential. It's all one word. So it's like all smushed together. But yes, thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, Polly Poopy. I hope I said that wrong. I suck at names. That's another thing. But if you tell me how to say it, I will remember how to say it. And that's another thing, the people that come to my lives, they come to my lives every day. I know these people. It's not like I know them in real life, but I know these people. And if they don't come to my lives for a couple of days, I will check up on these people. I will send them messages and make sure that they are okay. Because, like I said, I care about our people. I care. I really do. It's a passion of mine. And that's what I came here to Bigo to do. And that's what I'm going to do. So I don't care what anybody has to say. Like I said, I'm a free thinker. I do what I want to do. I say what I want to say. I know what I'm talking about. I do not speak on what I don't know. If I don't know something, I will say I don't know. I'm not ashamed of that. Some people are ashamed to say I don't know. I'm not. I don't talk about religion because we're already divided enough. But I will allow people to talk about it on my panel. I don't care. But that's just how I am. Hello, Raymond. Peace and blessings. Do y'all have any questions? I have 2 minutes. Any questions? Any questions? None? Right. I like your business mindset. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Jason. Polly, Gary, can I join you in business? Make sure you follow me and come to my lives. I'll be live at 11 a.m. tomorrow. I go live every single day. There's no stupid questions, just wrong answers. Yeah, there's no such thing as a stupid question. But I will say this, unapplied knowledge is useless. So if you have knowledge, you need to apply it. And just because you don't go out here in the streets in your front line does not mean you're not applying knowledge. You can apply knowledge the same way that I do, passing it on to somebody else. You don't have to be out here on the front line. You don't have to do that if that's not what you choose to do. So don't let anybody ever tell you that. But I appreciate everybody for coming here and supporting me. I appreciate all the follows. I have about 1 minute left. I don't know, maybe some seconds. Please make sure you follow me. Come to the Knowledge Box, 11 a.m. Eastern. Follow my YouTube, Unity is Essential. It was nice meeting you all. Peace and blessings. Have a great night on purpose. So we'll wait out the minute. It might be some seconds, but we'll wait it out. But thank you again for coming. 11 a.m. Eastern. Yes, 11 a.m. Eastern. Every day. It was nice meeting all of you, and I hope to see you at the Knowledge Box. You don't want to miss out. Trust me. It's not your normal panel. I don't allow that stuff over there. No drama and no sensationalism. Data from your last laugh.
Oh, I'm here. Hello, everybody.
I got 4,000 views.
I know we got a short amount of time today for the live house. This is my very first time performing for live house. So give me a break, don't be too harsh on me. But I'm doing the best I can.
Oh my gosh, I got 55
fans. United Nations team. I'm Evaze, for those of you that don't know, if you're not looking at the screen.
No. Yeah, fuck that. I'm saying what I want to say. Oh, thank you all so much on YouTube, whoever was here. I appreciate you all. Peace and blessings. Who is that? Y2 Kenyan. Ooh, I think I can make you. Can I make you an admin? I don't have any admins. Add moderator.
The main purpose of the United Nations is to
okay, cool. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you all follow me on Bigo. It's in the description, my Bigo ID and everything. Peace and blessings.
People in the United States and all around the world who have to try and provide these